Hello everybody and welcome to the greenhouse tour update. I'll just show you a few things around. It's growing out of control at the moment. Okay, so we have some alpine strawberries with plenty of flowers on. These will be going out into the garden soon. I've moved them over to the edge of the tray because they had plenty of water, and now I've moved in the philodendrons. So we have Philodendron Prince of Orange. We have one here just sending out a new cataphyll. A Monstera deliciosa, I think it's Borsigiana, the small form at the back, and that isn't pushing out any cataphyls, but I do have another Monstera deliciosa which is, and next to it is a small Philodendron Billietiae, and at the back another Philodendron Prince of Orange, again pushing out a cataphyll, and another one here. This is also pushing out a cataphyll, I think. Maybe. I think it's going to come out of this here. Okay, moving along, we have a lemon balm which was uprooted from the garden. Just a big rootstock I put into a pot and it's starting to grow, so if anybody wants this, I may give this one away because I have plenty of it in the garden. A pumpkin plant which needs to be repotted up. I'll put that into another video. And I think this is a melon, and the variety is honey bun hybrid. And we have another cucumber which is a feminized one. This needs to be moved really, it's hitting the top of the shelf. And an aubergine black beauty. What I noticed about this yesterday evening is that the leaves curl in, they actually close and then open up again during the day. Next to that we have a melon. This is a Ogan variety. I think that will need potting up soon. Let's have a look at the roots. Yes, there's roots coming out of the bottom of the pot. Okay, on the last one on the top shelf, well nearly top shelf, as you can see the top shelf is clear. It's just a little bit too high to maintain plants on. And we have Epipremnum aureum, this is the light green version. Golden pothos usually has variegation, but they're all the same genus and species. Okay, moving down to the next shelf, we have a 26 degrees Celsius and 52% humidity, and behind that three what I bought as Monstera obliqua, and as you can see the leaves have big round holes in them, and when they fully open they do have the waviness on the edges of the leaves, so I'm going to believe that they are Monstera obliqua for now. I will know for sure when they start to send out the runners, which is common, well usual for Monstera obliqua. Okay, we have again, I don't know the difference between these two, but they were chard and perpetual spinach. It looks like these are getting too wet. Oh yes, we can see these are runner beans. I'll just move these to the top because I think they're getting too much water. They've been sitting in this water for a couple of days now. That's a little bit too long, but I think they'll be okay. Okay, I'll move those runner beans later on, but you see this one's doing very well. It's looking to go outside now, I think. And again, this is another runner bean. All three of these, all six of these even, were runner beans. This is the Salvia apiana, which hasn't sprouted yet. I think that the seeds have rotted, so I definitely need to move that out of there, but I'll do that at another time. Moving along to the next part of the second shelf is a runner bean plant, and another one just emerging there. You can see the soil has been pushed up, and some pea plants at the back. This here I think is a cucumber plant which should go outside soon. More peas, the Crassula ovata forest. Moving down to the next shelf we have some lettuce. Now I won't explain the varieties at the moment, but they are 1, 2, 3 varieties of lettuce. This one seems to be a little bit behind the other two. And we have a row of carrot plants, which I might pot up into larger pots or put them outside in the ground. And on the end here we have the Agleonema Pictum Tricolor. On another video, which you could see in a playlist, I actually propagated this one plant into 5. They haven't, the 4 propagations haven't arrived yet. They're not starting to sprout, but they're still green, they're not rotting, so hopefully they will be okay. But the large mother plant, we'll call it, of the Agleonema Pictum Tricolor, the leaves are starting to go yellow, but I can see a new cataphyll coming out, which seems very healthy, so it may drop the 2 yellow leaves and start again fresh. I think it could have been due to, well, many reasons really. Perhaps overwatering, transplant shock, humidity problems. I'll need to investigate that. And on the bottom shelf we have a aloe vera, well, an aloe, and a large tomato plant. I'll just show you what's on the bottom shelf down here. Now, I did this in another video. We have some courgette plants on the outside, and in the middle is some more Salvia apiana seeds which haven't developed yet, but hopefully they will. As you can see, I've moved it up just to make sure that it doesn't get waterlogged. Okay, so there's the main shelving. Now what I'll do now is show you the other side of the greenhouse. We have the pepper plants, which seems to be doing well. This was from last year. I can see new leaves emerging on it. It did start to flower, but now I think it's in a larger pot. It's going into a growth stage, so I don't think it will flower for a while, although I can see a few flower buds on it. Anyway, we'll move on to the next plant, which is the Philodendron scandens lemon lime. So this plant is completely yellow, green, lime colour. That's why it's called lemon lime. And on the floor here we have a lemon citrus. So it's a lemon tree and a large crassula ovata. And just behind the crassula, the jade plant even, that's the common name for it, we have 2 pepper plants. Now the one on the left is jalapeno and the one on the right is bellboy, F1 hybrid. Again, now I've potted them up, they seem to be developing more greenery and less flowers, so that's a good sign. And in the tray we have pretty much a jungle. I will just show you the Philodendron Billietiae, which is doing well. It is sending out a new cataphyll at the top, as you can see, but it's slightly curled, so I think that it may need some water. The pot feels very light, so yes, I'll be watering that immediately. I'll show you the Monstera deliciosa. I think this is large form because it has short internodes and it started to fenestrate quite early. The new cataphyll that's poking out is very large. And we have some tomato plants. Earlier on today I had the fan on in here just to create some air movement. This will be beneficial for the plants, get them used to the wind before I plant them outside. And just at the back, oh, we have sphagnum moss covering the bottom. Now this dries out very fast, but if I keep it watered it creates humidity for the greenhouse, which is good for all of the plants. So we have the 5 tomato plants. We have, I think this is a cucumber or a melon. Yes, it's a cucumber plant. Now I think I'll keep the cucumbers in here because this is very hot in here. As long as I can keep the humidity high, everything will be okay in here. We have the Madagascan jasmine at the back and another one which seem to be drying out quickly, but they are sending out new leaves. Even though they don't look very happy, they are still alive. We have a golden pothos, or golden pothos, which is again Epipremnum aureum. This is the one with the yellow variegation on it, and across the bottom of the tray you can see some light green plants, which are cuttings from the Philodendron scandens, lemon lime, and the Epipremnum aureum. Now at the moment I can't differentiate between the two, other than I think the philodendrons have slightly more yellow leaves. And lastly we have the Moria Koenigii, which is a curry plant, which I've just moved into here because it was where it was before. It was very dry, I wasn't watering it properly, so I've moved it into here now. I'll keep an eye on it, and I think that's it for today. I will be doing a seed planting video. I've got some sunflower seeds, excuse the sweat, it's really hot in here, it's 25 degrees and I've been moving about. Sunflower seeds and a gardening videos. I'm going to plant some of the, if I can see them in here, no, I'll put them outside, some sweet corn starters. They will be going into the ground outside, but I need to amend the soil to make sure that they will be okay, because they don't like clay soil, I've been told. Thank you for watching, see you soon, bye.